Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Brew with Memli. It's a little bit warm here, and as summer approaches, we are going to make some delicious iced coffee. I've already created some videos and recipes with iced coffee using the Hario switch. You can click somewhere here, and the AeroPress. And this time I wanted to use a pour over, notably known as flash brew. I wanted to create the best recipe using a simple pour over because the Hario switch uses some immersion and the AeroPress was more for little fun, little travel. If you only have a pour over, I'm going to show you how to make the best iced coffee. We're going to use our Orea ceramic with the Sibarist paper filter. There's a reason behind that is because we really want to have a thicker texture for this coffee. And I'm going to use our new coffee from Brazil at Fazenda Bome by Marcelo. This coffee sits at 1200 meters above sea level. It's a red Catuai anaerobic natural, and it has delicious red fruit notes like berries, cassis, dark cherries, but also a very warm and sweet milk chocolate. And so I really wanted to use this coffee and show you that even with lower altitude coffee, you can brew delicious iced coffee. All right, we are going to start with 17 grams of coffee at a finer grind setting. I'm on 7.5 on my dittiing, equivalent to about 12 to 14 on your Barata Encore, or I would say about 20 on your Comandante. Of course, adjust every time based on taste. I roasted this coffee with a longer Maillard phase of almost 4 minutes and 5 minutes of 4 minutes and a half of drying phase and just a minute and 10 seconds of development. All right, so we have our 17 grams. Let me bring some water and show you the recipe. My water is at 94 degrees. Yes, I rarely use 94 degrees Celsius for water. Why? Because we want to create a hot beverage that will melt the ice later on. And we want to extract a lot of good flavors here. So we're going for 17 grams and 160 grams of water using three equal, more or less equal pour. I'm going to do 50, 50, and 60. And the recipe is very uh, similar to all our recipes with a higher pour in the beginning using 60 grams of water. Now the reason why we use the Sibarist plus a finer grind size once again is to increase our texture here. Plus my water is a little bit different. I'm using 120 ppm with 50 part per million of alkalinity or buffer, 50 part per million of calcium, and only 20 of magnesium. Here, I want to avoid the slight dryness that can come with an excess of magnesium in your water. So same thing, 50 grams of water, 40 seconds, 50 grams, 40 seconds at 1 minute 20. And at minute 20, I will pour my rest of 160 of 60 grams to top up 160. You should finish around 2 minutes here. And we are done at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Let's come back with the ice. Okay, I'm using very, very cold ice, about the medium ice cubes, and I'm using 70 grams of ice. So 70, we have 160 plus 70, total 230 for 17 grams. It's a little bit more intense because we want more flavor in our iced coffee. To give you an idea, it's about 3 ice cubes, like 3 medium-sized ice cubes. It's about 70 grams. It's hard to be super precise with ice cubes, right? But usually about 3, and you melt. I love this process because we're a little bit skeptical in the beginning. How come just 3 ice cubes can make 160 grams of brewed coffee cold? It's called thermal transfer. And I like to top up with 10 to 15 grams of room temperature water. It's that you can actually smell the aromas that you experience hot, cold. And you can only do that with hot temperature water. You cannot extract sweetness at very cold water. I mean, when I say very cold, it's like room temperature, right? 80, 85. We've experienced some compound chilling, some cold bloom, and etc. That works. But if you're using just room temperature cold water, you don't get sweetness. It is what it is. Mm. Wow. Almost prefer it iced. The first time it happens, we have a very nice cocoa nibs liquor quality almost. Like it's not like a milk chocolate tablet that you will eat. It's more like in a form of a liquor when it's iced. Less of the berries, but more on the dark cherry, stone fruit, and chocolate. Mm. Texture is beautiful, very creamy. The aftertaste, that's what I love. Often aftertaste in iced coffee can be quite bitter, but here you have a smooth, very lingering aftertaste. Even as I'm talking right now, after 10, 15, 20 seconds, I still have the taste. That's how you know how lingering an aftertaste is and if it's pleasant or not, right? The acidity is balanced, perfect. Just a little bit of nice liveliness in the middle of your tongue, and then it slowly go through your throat and enjoy those aromas. It's about like 15 degrees C, 10, 15 degrees C, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not iced per se, but it's cold enough that it feels refreshing because it's colder than our body temperature. Number one. Will I need to add extra ice on it? I feel like if we top up a cup with ice and add this on top of it, I'm not sure if we will be able to detect all the aroma. Remember that most of the flavors we're perceiving are from our nose and retronasal pathway. So that's why I wouldn't add anything to the cup. I might chill a cup before to add some cross modality perception, but I wouldn't add any ice cube. Maybe a big like those large whiskey ice cube. Mm, delicious coffee. Fazenda Biome, our new coffee from Brazil, 1,200 meters above sea level, a beautiful red Catuai. I started loving Catuai recently, and this will really show you how with fermentation adapted to the terroir, every coffee can really shine regardless of the reputation they had in the past, and how beautiful every coffee can be if we put more attention, love, passion into it, even when it's iced coffee. So remember our recipe: Orea, a Sibarist, 17 grams of coffee, 160 grams of water. Then we did 3 pours, 50, 50, 60, ending in 2 minutes, slightly finer grind size, slightly more calcium than magnesium, 70 grams of water, of ice cube, 10 grams of water. This sounds like a recipe. You need like a mise en place when you do this iced coffee, but the result is beautiful. Thank you very much for watching. Please use this recipe or the previous one we've published. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to share, like, and subscribe to our channel. And see you next time for more video.